Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you'll be watching this session. Welcome to the Newspaper Review. I am Ayo, and I will be reviewing with you today. But mind you, I'm not in the studio alone. I have a guest, even though he's not new to the screen, with me in the studio today to have this review session with you. But before we go into all that we have for you today, let's go on a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. And with me in the studio today is Mr. Prosper. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ayo. It's nice to be back again.
Thank you so much.
And having to hold this show with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And today we'll be looking at the sixth decision from Tinubu and three governors, the decision that was arrived at from the committee that was set up yesterday. On the 7th of February 2024, the court made an order that federal government should fix the prices of some goods like the cereals, bicycle and their spare parts, the petrol, motor spirit, and all of that. And they were given a 7-day ultimatum to arrive at a fixed price for all of these commodities. So at the end of the 7 days ultimatum, which was on Wednesday, on 14th of February, the committee was set up, which they had the meeting yesterday. So the conclusion of the meeting is what we are looking at today. So Tinubu, together with the vice president and the 36 governors, they arrived at a conclusion, which is what is summed up as the sixth decision that they arrived at, which is what we are looking at today.
Ayo, let me ask you something. That when somebody, maybe a neighbor, is listening you, every morning the person will shout, "Snake, snake, snake," and you go there with a big stick. And getting there, you won't see any snake. You say it's a prank, you don't go back. The next day we shout again, "Snake, snake, snake," and you go there, there's no snake, and you go back again. Next time the person shouts, "Snake, snake, snake," what will you do?
If I goes with, I'll stay in my house.
Okay. But even if there's snake, you will not go there.
Yeah.
Because you see that person that is a serious person.
Yeah.
So whatever the government is saying right now, a lot of Nigerians won't even listen. They don't even care because these promises has been on and on. The question will be asked, why is it that it's only when the NLC are now threatening to start strike, that is when the government will now call an emergency meeting and start giving us promises and all that. You look at all the promises. I look at the six-point agenda. These are not. We are beyond. We've gone beyond this. These are like pre-election promises. You are a president, and it should be far, far, far beyond. We don't want to hear promises. We want to see action.
Exactly. I was actually expecting strategic plannings because this is more or less like a regular meeting that anybody can actually have.
Yes.
And you have the meeting, you talk about what are the things we can do. This one bring in their idea, that one bring in their idea. I was expecting strategies actually.
This is more like a media propaganda, just to make people feel that somebody is working somewhere to ensure that things are no. Insecurity has gone haywire.
Yeah.
So I would expect the government we should be hearing that, such people that kidnap such people some time ago have been arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
Paraded on the screen, so that those that intend to go into this illicit and very dangerous business will say, no, they have caught a social person, we can't go in there.
But actually, that is not happening. I read a story yesterday and about this OPC president, Gani Adams. He said he wanted to go after the killers of the Ekiti monarchs and those monarchs that were killed about 2 weeks ago. And he said he needs the governors of those states. He needs them to approve him to go after those people. Now, he wasn't giving the approval. Now, if perhaps maybe some of these things would have been caught.
Ayo, what's not giving approval? We all know how this country is right now, that it's more of defending yourself. That is where we are. Don't let anybody deceive you. Every man for himself now. So somebody comes to your community, the position of Oron Kakafo. You see, in those days, they were like they're like warriors. You understand?
Yeah.
They are the defender of their community. They don't wait for government to apprehend criminals. They can apprehend criminals and hand it over to government.
So should we now?
Do you know if somebody comes to steal in your place and you have the capability, the ability to apprehend that person, are you going to wait for government to come and help you to apprehend the person? No, you are apprehend the person first, then hand it over to the government. That means you are TV's the house and to start making pronouncement. Oh, we need this to do this. Is all trash. It doesn't make sense.
Because Nigerians are actually saying that he actually do not need the approval. Like, just like you have said,
need the approval.
He doesn't need the approval of, but coming to the media, to tell us about these things.
Because if you seek approval, one of the bandit chief might just come out and say, "Government, give me approval to go and apprehend bandit." So that people now be seeking approval from different angles and all that. We don't need that. As it is right now, if you want to support the government to get the criminals out of the street, you have your boys, the guys within your environment that can do it. We have OPs all over the place. I can tell you, to be very fair, in my community, there's OPs in that community. They have offices all over the place.
And these guys, are they as effective as they were?
Let me be very fair. These guys, they are always there. If a pin drops in that community in Lagos State, these guys, they know where the pin comes from and where it lands. So if you want to effectively use them to actually track all these menace, all this criminal activity, they are very useful. So you don't need government to tell you to put them to use, before you put them to use. Give them order, ensure any criminal in this environment is caught. When you get them arrested, when you get them, hand them over to the government. It's when the police now fail to do what they're supposed to do, maybe to prosecute them properly, you now raise the voice and say, okay, we have done this, but the police have not been able to put this thing into a proper perspective. They're not being, some of them have been set free and all that. That's when you can raise your voice. You have not done anything. I'm saying, I'm not just, if you know what is right, do it. We saw the Amotekun that was set up. We saw how effective it is in other Western states. They will see if they have their vehicle branded, and they will arrest and apprehend criminals and handing them over to the police for prosecution. We also heard some story whereby some of them were also they hand them over, but not much was done about and all that.
But in this case, from the outcome of the meeting yesterday, at least it was concluded that more policemen will be recruited into the force. Probably that is going to help them to curb insecurity.
Well, it's good to recruit more policemen. At the same time, the ones you have already, how have we been using them? Do you understand me? Oh, you want to buy more vehicle, right? The vehicle you have you used them properly? You want to recruit more policemen. The ones you have you given them enough training to be able to combat what is on ground presently? When you see, forget recruitment. The policemen that have been assigned to VIPs, they are much. If all these police, some of them are withdrawn and give them proper orientation, they can't deliver. So this is just a way of wasting resources again.
And to even think that, I think some weeks ago, a soldier came out and he said he cannot even afford to buy, his salary cannot even buy a bag of rice. He was earning 50,000 naira. So the remuneration is not even encouraging people to even join the force. So how many family members will even want their children to go into the force?
Somebody was telling me a story a few days ago that they had these court issues and they wanted to go to court and somebody got arrested. Based on the story, he was innocent, but they got arrested because somebody framed him and all that. But in trying to release this, bail this man, a young man out, they went through a lot of process, and she was telling me that those process they went through is that she discovered that the country is so corrupt. Every department you have to pay money, even what is right, you still have to pay money to get them out. So there is beyond this media talk. Where we are in Nigeria, it's beyond media talk. It requires action. We don't need to say anything. We don't want to say anything. Just go to work. Get some things done. We want to recruit policemen. We think that's the best solution we want to adopt. Go ahead and recruit them. All we want to see is that there's no more criminals on the road. People can travel easy. Before we started the show now, I was trying to remind us about the story of the Geo vehicle. What happened recently. That we saw the vehicle was the policemen and passers by saw the vehicle, by the roadside and lying in the bush and all that. And I saw a child, like 6 or 7 years old child, by the vehicle. What happened? These guys were attacked by criminals. They were attacked. Kidnapper. Let me use word kidnapper. Yeah. They were all kidnapped. And then the driver was shot. Yeah, was killed. You see, maybe when they shot the driver, that was when he lost control and the vehicle slammed to the bush. And they kidnapped every other person and left the child alone in that place. Tell me, these people that are kidnapped, it's not just one person or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, more than that. And we have a way of tracking people. The government should be looking forward to. I think we never see this clip now. I'm sure President will put it so you can see what I'm talking about right now. We should have technology
that can track movement.
That's what I call a system that can track heat sensor. It senses heat. When there's an animal in the bush, it senses it. When there's human being in the bush, it can hear the numbers and all that. Can't we deploy? How far can these people go? If you're going to move for like a day or 3 days journey, if this happens within a day, no matter how they're going to move in the bush, they come that fast than a helicopter to hover over those places and send them wherever they are kept out. So there are ways to actually deal with these issues. If it's what the government is spending money on, it will be fine. But they're not spending money on this.
Well, I actually think because these things are actually not affecting them, because there are times that it is easy to come together.
It's a matter of time. You know what? Recently we saw what happened in Abuja, that bandits invaded in that environment and the class of people. If they don't do something about it, I'm not predicting doom for the country. These guys are growing in strength because they are not being apprehended. They are making money, a lot of money. And this money is being used for sophisticated weapons. You understand me? So they are getting more members because they are succeeding. Nobody is sabotaging, stopping them. That is the word. Nobody is stopping them. They're having a free day. So they are strategizing. They are getting more strength. There is one, some people tend to ignore prophecy. There's one prophecy that came out from one of the popular man was saying that very soon there will be change in the kidnapping system. That they are going for the rich.
And the change is here already. If they can kill 3 monarchs. I mean, a real king of Yoruba land, even if it has not been Yoruba land, they were known for being powerful.
Coming back to that story of seeking permission, it's a shame on that. Let me not to. It's wrong. It's wrong. Based on that mass position,
you could have just
a monarch, a king of your territory is killed. You're asking for permission to go
not
outside.
Just 1, 3 of them.
Your position, the Southwest Yoruba, in that position, put in that position because that you are capable of defending the Yoruba race. Okay, and one of your king, 1 or 2 of them has been killed. You are asking permission to go and look for those wicked acts. No, you just go ahead and do what you need to do. Get them apprehended, hand them over to the police if you have the capability.
Because a lot of people are actually feeling like perhaps he knows something about it. That's why he's seeking permission and all of that. So part of the things they also discussed yesterday was on the rising costs of food. But my thought is that they were actually supposed to be talking on how these things can be curbed, the solution, the way out. And considering that the federal government said a week ago, they said they've released 1,200 metric tons of rice for Nigerians. And they said this rice is going to last us for some time and all of that. They said at most it will last us for 6 weeks and all of that. Now, considering that Nigeria has one of the largest population in the world, now 102,000 metric tons of rice that will last us for 6 weeks. Now, is palliative the solution for this country? As it is, giving people, regardless of the amount they want to sell it to them, regardless of how cheap it is going to be. I feel like we need something that is going to last us more than this. We need something that is sustainable.
What I want to say, this is what I have discovered in this country. There are rulers. The difference between a ruler and a leader. A leader is considerate. A leader look at the people he's leading, and most times he wants to always be at the head be in front so that they can follow. Then a ruler doesn't care. The ruler will just give you dictate for you and stand on the top hill and tell you that just, can even stay on the table and say, carry this table, let's be going. It's on the table because it doesn't feel the pain.
Yeah.
So we have rulers in this country, not leaders. So when you're telling me you want to give palliative, how did this whole hardship started? It started by the removal of subsidy. When you say subsidy, you say, okay, what is the cost of subsidy? They said, okay, the subsidy is this, the cost of exporting and importing the fuel, exporting and the refining and bringing back the fuel into the country. So that cost, that is what is being divided into two parts. That you pay some, when you're buying fuel, you pay some, the government paid the second one. That was the subsidy. That's what we have made to believe as a layman, okay? Now, you want to stop the subsidy, you stop it and push the whole burden on the masses. Right? That's the beginning of the hardship. The fuel price going up, and whenever the fuel price goes up, the food stop also will be affected because you can't go and buy something in the market. Maybe you might spend like 5,000 to buy to transport your goods to your warehouse or whatever it is. You're not spending like 10,000. Definitely, you're going to factor that money into that product. Definitely, food price will go up, right?
Yeah.
So you remove the subsidy without any strategic plan to deal with such issue. You're not coming back that, okay, fine, let me give you 1 cup of rice so you can eat and be okay. It's like you're cutting tree from the head rather than taking it from the roots. Yes, it doesn't make sense. There's no strong policy, There's a very weak, unsustainable, and wicked policy. Because you have just plunged the people into hardship.
Yeah.
Then you wanted to depend on you. That's what we have done.
But really, there's nothing to depend on again, because they are virtually removing subsidy on the basic things that Nigerians should be experiencing. So we should be enjoying. We should be enjoying subsidy on petrol. Now they said they are investing this money on something else like education. Even the education
it doesn't. How can you do that? Because the students, they're not paying transportation to school.
Exactly.
And they're not paying those workbooks, the notebooks, all those things they are doing. And they'll be transported. The price of those things will go up. The price of every item will go up. The school fees will also go up. Because this might also spend the money to buy diesel. You understand me?
Yeah.
So it's totally wrong. What they have done is totally wrong. Now, if what they have done, okay, fine, we have removed subsidy, we want to use this money to fix the refinery so that we can be refining the crude or the other in this country rather than exporting and importing. We remove that cost so that the price of fuel will come down in the next 2 or 3 years. You understand me? We are using this money to do this, but that's not the case. We can't see the effect of the money. What I heard is as if somebody take 1 billion and give you 1 million. It takes 1 billion and send 1 million to the country and say this is what we have done to help to question the effect of subsidy removal. And as far as we're concerned, based on the corruption in this country, this money is being siphoned. All these are just media talk. I just the truth. So the hardship, if you have been on the around, you see the situation in the country. People are really desperate right now.
Exactly.
The hardship. I went to a new vehicle paper yesterday, and when I got to that place, now one of the guys was telling me, I was asking, I hope you have a chance today. I don't want to come and queue. He said, don't want to come. There's no vehicle. The place is free. So we of talking all that. He said, my friend, before now we can see vehicle lined up to come and read their papers on. They says you're not able to come here anymore. Nobody want to use it.
Exactly.
The expenses what people are spending on maintaining cars and reviewing papers is so high, so people don't even want to do it. It's some research person that was saying this to me. Now even their own area, people are not even coming to come and renew car papers. The only big man they use car these days now. That's what they use. The only big man they use car these days. So when he made that comment, I remember one video I saw somebody posted online before he become the president, that he was saying that he want to reduce the purchasing power of the people. Yes, he said he want to. It's just that it's already late. I would have put out that video. He said that it reduces the purchasing power of the people, widen the tax nets,
Hmm.
You know, this is, when you see that, you know what that means already. It's hardship.
Serious one, and
It's hardship.
we are practically experiencing
Yes,
it.
exactly what that video was said in that video. It's exactly what's happening in this country right now.
Hmm.
Now, we're not even done with this. We're hearing another one, right? Let's just finish this so we can go back to the story.
Well, we are still going to, because most of the stories we are looking at today are actually linking up to each other. And another one that looks like it is that federal government has ruled out food importation, and they said Nigerians are capable of we are capable of feeding ourselves. And now this is bringing me to ask the question: like, it is not like the federal government is investing in local food production. Now, food importation has been banned. Yes, it is quite understandable that it may likely be as a result of the hike in dollar. I mean, a dollar to naira now is around 1,500 naira. So it could actually be because of that. But if it had been that the way they are stopping this food importation, they are actually improving on production, at least there will be something for Nigerians to open. But in this case, there's really no food, and even the available ones, it is either people are ordering them or they are too expensive for people to buy. I mean, I watched a video I think 2 or 3 days ago. This guy took 5,000 naira to the market, and he could not even buy the things he wanted to buy, and he was crying, pleading to those people to please help him. At least they should just give it to him, and so he could feed himself and his family for that day. Now, an average Nigerians cannot even buy these things, but these people at the top, they are not feeling it, because whatever they need, they can get it. Actually, the president does not know the price they are selling bread, but if he wants to eat bread, he has it at his reach. So I think it is easier for them to say all of that, because they are not really spending on these things, except for other things like traveling and everything. Now, how will an average Nigerian survive?
The truth is that all these policies are just anti-people policy. The whole decision, I see that's anti-people's decision, because when Buhari stops the importation of foreign rice, what happened?
There was production of local rice.
Was it enough?
Not enough.
It was not enough.
Yeah.
And what happened? The price never comes, and the price keep going, increasing. Today we're looking at 72,000, 75,000 per bag, 50 kg bag of rice. Today, what used to be 7,500 when the APC government came into opposition, came on board, it was 7,000 something. Now we're looking at almost 77,000. So when you stop, when there's not much food and you stop the other means where the food is coming in, the remaining one, the price will go up.
Yeah.
This is under hardship. You don't have enough to sustain your people, your citizens. You are stopping the other means where the food is coming from. Okay, you want to stop something. How much have you been invested? Have you invested in the local production of that product?
Yeah.
Now, is there a scale that, okay, fine, by April, we're expecting 1 million or 2 million bags of rice from local farmers? Therefore, there's a need to stop this by May, so that this farmer will be able to make sale, because this food can cover. Yeah. Is there a projection for this period? You can just come and say something when there's no foundation, no appropriate plans for how you're going to take
they only said that they are going to, that moment when you hear I am planning to, just know there's no plan at all.
So these are just media talk. It doesn't hold any water. It just what I'm saying, just and another thing that is happening is making the Nigerians to be hardened. The Nigerians are hardened, and we pray that Nigerians don't act like a goat that is being pushed to the wall. With all this hardship, people feel that, what am I even living for? What's the sense of
that's actually the part that is really annoying, because majority of Nigerians that could have, because I believe this can actually lead us to make a wise decision and see the way forward for ourselves. But most persons, what they resolve to do is either they kill themselves, venture into kidnapping, armed robbery, stealing and all of that, or they just do something that is not really worth it. So on the part of the Nigerians, these people are actually not feeling our pain. What can we do as Nigerians to make these people get our messages? Some states has actually protested, but what else can we do? Because we are actually being pushed to the wall right now. Because whatever anybody is earning now, the only thing they invest it on is what they are going to hit. At least they need, even if they want to survive, they want to fight. At least they need something to hold their body. Now, as Nigerians, how can we fight to survive this hardship? So that we will not keep on relying on people that are still planning, and they are not feeling our pains.
The other thing is that Nigerians, they've learned to be resilient as one, but there's how far this can go. Because the hardship is not abating, it's not stopping anytime. So it's kind of it's getting worse. And with all this we are seeing right now, when Nigeria gets stuck, when the season gets stuck, we don't hope it doesn't result to what I'm hearing from a lot of people's mouths. Yeah, a lot of people are saying a lot of things that this might be a revolution might come and all that. But the way it's going, we also saw one of these people, men of God, sounding a lot of warnings that government should do something and take up the youth. That the youth are becoming restless, and they are not. They can be, if they come out like NSAS again, it will be very difficult to control. Yeah, and the government might not be able to stop it. Yes, because they know very well that if we come outside, they will shoot at us again. But now we're going to die. Let us go on. So if it happens, government will not be able to stop it. So why don't we do the right thing right now? See, let me be very frank. Nigeria is no point. Nigeria is a very rich country.
But they recently told us that do you know Nigeria is a poor country.
No. Whoever is saying that, the person just lying. This country is so rich that foreigners are casting their this thing on us. They are looking forward to get a lot of stuff from us. Somebody was telling me something a few days ago that there is I forgot the name he used, that Europe is constructing from Niger Delta to Europe, something like to power the electricity, something like that. There's a name he called it, I can't remember right now. They want to construct something from Warri to power electricity in Europe. Here we don't have electricity.
We are coming back to that.
So I was making the comment. I think he called. I heard what he called. If we come from Europe, what's up there? I hope I'm able to get the name of the people that are constructing. We want to use the gas here to power electricity in Europe. Here, where we are, we power. Of course, we power generator almost every day. Yeah, exactly. Every day on a daily basis, right? And we don't have light. See, you see, the rottenness in the country is so bad that we don't know the kind of we might need high soap
to cleanse us from all of this.
And with the savior.
So this will lead us to the last story, and it says FG can't continue to subsidize electricity. Now, this is the same electricity that we are not even enjoying. Now they are removing subsidy on electricity now. So we are now, let's just say that we are in total darkness. So some persons are saying that we have to move to inverter, using solar and all of that. Some persons are saying we'll resort to using generator. Now, even the generator you want to use, oil is now very, very expensive. And subsidy is no longer on it. Now, the Minister of Power, as at yesterday, or I think 2 days ago, he said something. He said the sector is owing over 2 trillion naira, and the budget for the sector for 2024 is about 450 million naira. So the federal government should consider removing subsidy from all of that, because the reason why we have not been having light since January is because the gas suppliers that are supposed to supply us gas, they are owing them. So they could no longer supply gas to them, and that is the reason why Nigeria has been in the dark. Now, subsidy has been removed on power. Now, as a regular Nigerian, a regular Nigerian that is doing business, that needs power, that needs maybe those that are into frozen foods, even if it is not those that are in frozen food, even people in offices, they need something to sustain them. They need something that they are going to rely on. Now, there's no power again. What do we do as a Nigerian?
You know, Ayo, what is the subsidy? I don't understand what you're talking about when it comes to subsidy in power. One, in one community I know very well here, I'm just going to use that for example, because that is happening right now. They've asked her to pay for the transformer. Transformer over there got bad, and they asked her to come and pay for the transformer.
Is she the only one using it?
She's not the only one using it. No, it's like she's not. It's for the community anyway.
Okay.
And it got bad because of the bills they are doing. They are not asking NEPA to come and do something about it. And what they have said was that they should pay for the transformer. And you know very well that in most communities you buy your own poles. There's some places where they will ask you to come and pay for the wire. You buy your own wires.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about subsidy, this is the first time I'm hearing about subsidy in electricity. I've never heard about it. I'm not hearing it for the first time. And they need to explain to Nigerians how they've been paying this subsidy.
Yeah.
And there should be documents that prove that they've actually been paying this subsidy.
The subsidy before.
You understand me? So somebody will just come to the office and start telling us that they're paying for subsidy. And so people don't even have like this, like it's like a joke because we don't understand. You know, let me see. You know what's happening right now? If you check a lot of check all this estate around us, it's discovered that a lot of people have solar systems.
Yeah.
And very soon, when they discover that the cost of electricity is higher than maintaining solar system, they will opt for solar system.
Everybody will opt.
And the sun is free, right? After all, and what you're going to be concerned about just the battery you're going to be using, changing maybe once in a year.
But how about Nigerians that cannot even afford solar system?
No, if you look at the trend, what's happening in this country now, things are changing. You know, those days when phone used to be very expensive. On the moment the Android entered the country, everybody could afford a phone, right?
Yeah.
This solar system thing, a lot of things are coming. You can see just smaller radio with a solar panel on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you put it on the sun, you are enjoying your radio. You don't need to buy battery. That is happening. There's a lot of Nigerians now enjoying the solar system from different levels. If you want one that can power AC, you go ahead and do that. If you want one that can power your fan in the house, you go ahead and
like they're making it a way that every average Nigerians will be able to get them.
That's with this now, people already complain there's no lights.
Yeah.
You're not saying that you want to remove subsidy to make it worse.
And to even think that even the bills on electricity is much. So I wonder where the subsidy has even been. And my own concern is actually that, this thing is not going to be like the case of fuel. But when they said subsidy is gone on fuel, we saw the way it was inflating and it kept on increasing. I think there are some fuel stations that sell fuel now for 650 or thereabouts. Now, we hope that is not going to be the case. And if it happens to be the case, that means we are actually rendering electricity redundant in the country. There will be no use for it. After all, people cannot afford it and they want to resolve into something else. So is this really a good name for a country as this?
It's not a good name. It's not good. At the same time, like you just mentioned, this will render the electricity industry redundant because when people start opting for alternative to electricity, of course, nobody. You just come out. They'll come out, remove your wire. We don't need it. You understand me? So that is where it's going. A lot of people are going for solar system, and so this they need to explain this to us, to the Nigerians, and let us know what is going. The truth is that if you like to pronounce it more, Nigeria will not believe you because that there's so much lies around that the government. There's no transparency in the government. There's no sincerity anyway. So nobody want to believe this.
Yeah, exactly. Now that they said, okay, let's assume that Nigerians have even believed that they removed subsidy from power. Now they are saying a lot of basic things Nigerians should be enjoying. They can no longer sustain it. But how about their expensive lifestyle and everything? You hear that this so senator is collecting this allowance, they are collecting that allowance. Now, why is it that they are not cutting down on this allowance? but it is the basic things that Nigerians should have rights to that they are cutting, that they can no longer sustain. How come they can afford their own expensive lifestyle?
You know, it's what they're really enjoying, and there is a policy, or let's say, they have a policy that's protecting them from this. Okay, someone was telling me recently there was a law that was established some time ago that stopped the exporting of raw materials from Nigeria to outside. That in the that during his tenure, his era, that such law was passed that you cannot, even as a farmer, you can't export your product overseas. So, and if you don't export, how would the dollar come? How will you earn dollars, right? If you don't export, how will you earn foreign currency? How will you earn foreign income? You understand me? So all these things need to be, our constitution to be looked into properly first. There are a lot of clauses there that need to be corrected before things can move in this country. And those clauses those gray areas are probably put in a good perspective. Nothing will move because you see that each time the price of the dollar goes up, everything in this country is affected. There's a lot of stuff we try to buy for some time now. You price today, before if you don't buy it today, the next day you discover the price has changed. And it's affecting business in every aspect. So the government, they know what to do. I was asking somebody one day, during the time of President Muhammadu Buhari, when he was sick and he had to travel overseas for a period of 2 or 3 months, and the vice president took over for that period. And what did he do that made the price of that crashed the dollar in that 3 months? What did he do? They should go and ask him. VP, we discovered at this period that you were the acting president, the dollar price came down. What did you do? Advise us.
And nobody has even talked about it.
So why am I saying this? They know what to do. All this are just intentional. Intentional because they're making so much from it. It's intentional. So they know what to do in Nigeria. But because what they are getting, they don't want to do it.
So should we now conclude that this administration is not in support of the masses?
It's obvious. It's obvious. Look at all the policies, everything that has been said so far, and what they still want to do. In what way does any of this thing help you? Let's speak to me, between me and you right now, right? In what ways will it help me? I'm buying fuel at a higher rate. My salary has not changed the way it ought to, because the fuel price was from 2 to something, 300 terabyte, 200 terabyte, and now it's about 600 and something. Times 2. Has your salary changed times 2? No. Right? Okay, fine. The line we're talking about, we don't even have the line. There's no line. You plan to remove subsidy, which means if eventually we have the line, I'm going to be paid times 3 thereabout.
Over the
yeah, the salary has not changed. How do you want me to survive in this? So what applies to me also applies to almost everybody, except those in the government. These are the people, not just in the government, not the lower class that still having the same issues. Those in the helms of affairs. These are the ones this is not fair because the allocations, they have allocation for, they don't kill to go and buy fuel. The fuel already stored somewhere for them. Okay? They don't feel the impact. So in every aspect, there's no way this is helping the masses. It's like, if you like, go and hit your head on the wall, I don't care. And we have a leader that's behave like that. I can trust a good leader. A leader cares for the people. You have been elected there or maybe chosen there because when we see the contract, people are saying that because maybe the president felt that it was not doing, people did not really support him. So he decided to do whatever he wants to do. That's what people are saying though.
So maybe we should conclude with the fact that there are a lot of people that they are still saying this administration will favor me. We have so make religion out of it that it does not matter how expensive things become. They said this administration will favor me, and they keep on enduring and enduring and enduring. They don't want to speak out. So what should be, because you see a lot of Nigerians, they say it does not matter what is happening right now. I know that this administration, yes, this administration is going to favor us, but it does not change the fact that things are becoming expensive. So maybe we should conclude and say that Nigerians too should learn to react and see things for themselves, that this goes beyond spiritualizing everything. Yes, this administration will favor us. At the same time, we need to do what we ought to do to put these people in their place.
The truth is that Nigerians are reacting. What I describe about Nigerians is that Nigerians are like the patient.
They're
patient, long suffering. But when they react, it's difficult to stop them. So people like that don't get angry easily, when they get angry, you have to run for your life. You be careful what you do with those people, right? We saw the story of instance, right?
Yeah,
it's not like that. People they be complaining. They be complaining. They have spoken. A lot of things were done. They changed some people from different positions, all that, but it is stopped. But what happened? It was like a play. Like a play. It started jokingly. It was like a joke. The day they opened fire, which they denied, on those people, those young youths at the toll gate, you saw what happened within few hours.
Yeah.
What saved that issue that time was because the governor then of Lagos State was really appealing. It was all over Arise. It was on Arise television, appealing to people. And people felt that he was not responsible. They felt, that's what the people are saying, that he was not responsible. They now listen to him. Tell me, if something bad nature happens again, who do you think the youth will listen to? Look through the governors. Which of the governors will speak right now the youth will listen to? And say, okay, now this one is innocent. Let's listen to him. None. Is it the president that people are so doubting that the way he was declared the president wasn't the right, there was something fishing around it? Is it the person that will speak that people will listen to? I'm just trying to make you understand something. That what they are toiling with is a very dangerous platform that they are toiling with. Don't take the people for granted too long. Don't inflate too much, thinking that when you do their position power, that they'll become like slaves. That whatever you dictate to them, that's what they're going to do for you. No.
One day they are going to
when they react, you will not be able to stop it. Make life easy for the people. It's not difficult to do. I can show you. It's not difficult to make life easy for people. For example, okay, fine. Be open enough. Nigerians, okay, fine. We understand the hardship. This is what we are doing. What do you think? If it's not good enough, should we try this? Bring out options.
They should be transparent.
Bring out options. Okay, fine. This money we have removed from subsidy. This is what we intend to achieve with this money. But if it's not possible, okay, fine. Bring back the subsidy. How can you tell me because a lot of people, big men, want benefit from subsidy, that's why we have to remove it? No. We have seen so far, if the big men is want to enjoy, bring it back, let me go back, let me start buying for 200 naira.
Yeah.
You understand me? Bring it back, let the big men enjoy, let me start buying my fuel for 200 naira per liter. I will take up my business, I handle my business myself. You understand me? Bring it back. Look, tell me that, okay, fine, bring back the subsidy. Let the price come back to so amount so everybody can enjoy it. Then we want to borrow this amount of money to fix the refinery. So when the refinery is now fixed and it's functioning properly, 300 or leave it at that. When it sounds reasonable to me, I will tell you go and borrow.
Exactly.
But nobody is saying that. The money we want to borrow is not reasonable. It's not. They don't put them into a reasonable project that will help anybody. See, we are really in the dark. Let me use that word. We are really in the dark. We don't know where we are going. And the blame game is still there. Oh, this. So, I'm appealing to them. The reason I'm appealing is that, please, don't take Nigerians for granted.
Because by the time we get back,
let's not find ourselves where we will not start running helter-skelter. We are doing millions of people, not few people, not just one state, millions of people. We are hearing a lot of some states. There's protests in this place. As you hear today, there's protests here because of the hardship. The next you hear from this place, there's a protest here because of the hardship. It's cooking up.
Yeah.
It's with all these players join together, come together. at once.
It becomes war. And
war.
we hope that
how many Nigerians, if you want to shoot at them like yes, how many are you going to kill? Please, they know what to do to feel this country. So go ahead and do the right thing.
All right. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing time with you in the studio. And this is really a hot one on the government, and we are actually not taking it lightly, because we actually want solutions for all Nigerians, and they have to come to a point that they understand how we feel, so that there will not be a repeat of Second World War, or hopefully we don't get to that in this country. So thank you all so much for staying tuned with us on this session of Newspaper Review. Before we leave the studio today, we would like that you follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook and on Instagram. We are Prime Media TV. And on the website, you can follow us at enginespeak.com. At the same time, on YouTube, we are Engine Speak. Do well to follow us on all of this platform to get back to back on all that we do in the studio. Also, we have an online mall where you can shop for every of your appliances, ranging from kitchen appliances, anything at all that you need. You can get them on the site. You can do well to visit at remy.com.ng to shop for all of these things. Within Lagos, we deliver within 3 working days. And if you are outside Lagos, do not worry. We get your goods delivered to you within 7 working days. Thank you all so much for staying tuned with us till this time. Till I come your way again, I am Ayo, and do have a great day.